All right, we're live. Hopefully she'll
Alright.
be here in a second.
Yeah.
I
What's
guess
up?
it's coming.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the definitive rankings of everything with our special guest Nikki Bond. Everyone, give it up for Nikki.
Yeah.
Oh, she says, "Why isn't the video working?" Maybe you should have checked that before we started.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part is that we did this every week for a year, where we would just get on the Discord and look at each other and talk for hours. And now she's having trouble with it.
Yeah. Well, she's not joining the voice channel, which is what she's got to do.
All right, so what do you guys have for your number one? Hey,
Oh, there we go.
Here she comes.
we're getting there.
Oh my god.
We're getting there.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. I tried to do it on my computer and it wouldn't let me.
You're getting roasted by the chat, by the way.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. I'm roasting myself. It didn't work.
Right.
Well, welcome.
Thanks, sorry.
We've already figured out the top three, so we'll just move on from there.
Yeah, Nikki, what's your 4?
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Don't say it.
Oh.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
I think she just died. Oh, there, and she's back.
Another Tuesday at 1. The show is so smooth every week. I will say this time, everything is recording on time, and we're unmuted, so
That's a plus.
we're getting there. And Morgan has a microphone,
Yes,
so big
I do.
big pluses all around. And this mic keeps going out. Today we're gonna do farm animals, as chosen by Nikki. Why'd you choose farm animals?
I love animals.
Great.
And also,
Okay.
I don't know. I like animals. And I'm
Double
like,
down, even
oh,
better.
you know what? I haven't done a 3rd grade project in a while, so I guess I should just do it for this show.
You're
I
kind of
was
like the
saying,
I like turtles kid.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's the same energy as that.
I like
Oh,
animals.
You should say it wrong, like aminos.
I like aminos.
Yeah.
It's a happy topic.
It's what?
A happy topic.
Yeah, it can be. Most farm animals will get slaughtered for meat. But if that kind of stuff makes you happy, then
Good
yeah, I
ones.
can see where you're coming from.
Yeah, when I get it at a restaurant, I'm happy when I eat it, yeah.
Okay,
That's fair.
That's fair.
I also feel like I'm in a strange place with you guys on this one because we've been chilling so hard for like the last 3-4 days. Like, I don't want to argue at all.
Wow, I wish you were like that the other day when you were in my living room.
No, not all of that.
Yeah, we've the four of us have been partying almost every day together, so this is
Yeah.
I guess
It's
just
pretty
a
wild.
continuation of that. I'm
Wow, you
exhausted.
going
I don't know how you guys
Combination
feel.
of, I'm so tired.
Yeah, holiday weekends are rough, but hey, you get to spend them with friends, and that's
Yeah,
annoying. So
we got this great labor.
I feel like today. So when I was making my list, I felt like there's an obvious big 3. And
Yes.
I'm not really
Agreed.
sure where to put them, but I kind of feel
Right.
like they're all going to be in there. So, saying that, what's everyone's number one?
Cow.
You want to say it on 3?
Sure. Um, I mean, you guys know I'm a little biased. I put my number one is chicken.
My number one's chicken also.
Also, I put cow.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. And here's the first
The
one.
first big argument.
I mean, I do.
All right, so
I agree with cow. I really struggled between chicken and cow. Cows are they're bigger. But I'm like when you like chickens are on the weather vane. You know what I mean? And that's such a symbol of a farm, which is kind of where I went.
I separated chicken and rooster.
Yes, me too.
They're the same animal.
No, they're not.
A rooster is a male
yes,
chicken.
they are.
What?
Yeah, but
That's like saying a person and a man are different. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I feel what you're saying, but I feel like roosters and chickens serve so fundamentally different things.
A rooster
on
is a
the
chicken.
farm.
A rooster is a chicken.
Let's just start there before we start separating them. They are the same thing.
Just so you know, there's not going to be rooster and chicken on the list because a rooster is a chicken.
I think we got time to agree that chicken's number one.
But you
By that
have,
logic, if we go by anything we used last week.
No, there's definitely still an
Either
argument.
way, I'm still putting cow 1.
I'm still putting cow 1 as well.
Okay, why?
I mean, it's. Sorry, go ahead. You go first, Nikki.
Okay, well, meat source, milk source, fertilizer.
Okay, that's it. I was waiting for that. Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to share. I'm trying to share.
All right. So I went cows 1 just because like I don't know, the whole if we were to look at culture, I guess the whole cow going moo is kind of iconic. Like when you think of that game where you pull the thing and it spins and it lands on a farm animal, what I think of it pointing to cow and going cow going moo. And then when you go, kids TV shows, it's not called chicken and cow, it's called cow and chicken.
Yeah, and it's not the chicken that jumped over the moon; it was the cow.
Right.
Right. That's what.
Yeah, but it's not the milk or the calf. It's the chicken or the egg. Anyway, my reasoning very simple. You're gonna find more farms that have chickens than farms that have just cows.
Chickens are more common.
Chicken is on every single farm.
It's not a farm if you don't have chickens.
But it's also
It can be a farm without cows.
because you have chickens. Like a lot of people can have chickens, and that doesn't make them a farmer.
Sure.
Everybody.
I agree with you.
That's like saying like, oh, you know what I mean? Like I have a dog, so maybe I have like a farm dog.
I don't think it's the exact same as that.
Yeah, a lot of people own chickens that don't live on farms. Sure,
But everyone on a
There's
farm
people
has
up there.
chickens.
Has a chicken. Yeah, has a couple chickens.
Okay, but here's the problem with chickens. The problem with chickens is they get eaten easily. You have to do more stuff
That's
to
a
defend
problem?
them. What?
That's a problem.
Not by humans. She's not talking about by humans.
Yeah, like by coyotes
Oh,
and other
okay.
animals. They're more of a liability. They get
You don't go-
sick easily, too.
They're actually
you don't go
less of a
chicken
liability
tipping.
because of how cheap they are. If you lose a cow, it costs you way more money than if you lose a chicken.
I mean, the fact that it's more valuable doesn't that help the cow's argument?
Well, it's bigger. It's much more meat and stuff.
Yeah, it's 100 times as big.
Okay, yeah, but if you say the world was ending and you had to choose one farm animal to sustain you,
Chicken.
which animal are you going to
It'll
choose?
be a chicken.
Chicken, you can eat eggs every day.
I'm gonna use the one that gives me eggs every day versus you have to slaughter and you lose all the milk you would potentially get from the cow, and then you have to store that meat and da da da. Chicken's giving you breakfast every morning.
And you don't really eat dairy cows. They're kind of two separate things.
Yeah.
Okay, well then here's
know that.
another argument. I also didn't know that as well. When you're driving down a highway and you see, what do you get more excited when you see on the side of the road? Do you get more excited by cows or do you get more excited by chickens?
Chickens.
You get more excited by chickens. If
Absolutely.
you're driving down 5 up to
Yeah, don't ask Matt.
Hey, Hassan, I agree with you. There's no arguing this point with him, though.
I mean, I
Mine is clearly made up with the chicken.
for sure understand that driving by cows and everyone in the car go moo and you make the
Yeah.
noise. Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I'm just saying like a chicken is the start to a day on the farm. You hear the chicken crow. It's how you get up. It is the symbol of a farm. It's the weather vane. It's the thing you see every day. They're all over the farms. I mean, there's a lot of people with cow farms, but a lot of farms don't have cows. But that's
the biggest thing for me too. Every farm has chickens.
I have no aversion to putting cow number 1 because it is as iconic as a chicken for sure.
It is iconic.
And I think it is a little more. It's a little more farmy than a chicken is.
Yeah, like I think of a cow face, like in the snout, like it's cute. You're like, oh, farm, people wear cow pants.
cow pants.
Do you mean pants with like a cow pattern on them?
Yeah.
Okay. That is true. You've never seen someone with chicken pattern pants on.
Nope. That's a fair point.
You should also probably preface this with Nikki's from Canada, so their farms might be a little bit different than ours here in America.
I don't know if they have
Just
farms.
putting that out there.
You guys didn't wear cow pants when you were kids?
I added that this is definitely more of like an Indian thing. I definitely added that there's a sacredness to cows in certain parts of the world.
Sure.
In a way that the chickens don't have. You know what I mean? No one is like, oh, we can't kill this chicken. No, everywhere around the world, chickens are like, oh, it's time to slaughter that thing.
Yeah, I'm fine with putting cow number 1. I think it belongs there.
I did. Oh, never mind.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to betray my friends and not at least fight for chickens number 1. But I really truly don't believe it. I do think cow is number 1.
Right. I mean, because I have chicken number 2. I feel like that's
Me
pretty.
too.
Yeah, I think that's cow chicken 1, 2 is pretty.
I like cow chicken 1 and 2. I'm okay with cow 1, chicken 2.
Okay.
There's no argument. No, I mean, but chicken shouldn't be lower. I don't think.
And then
No, that was my 2.
yeah, that's an easy one too. I think.
Yeah.
And I think
3
we may all
pigs.
have number 3. Do we want to try the say it on 3 thing here?
Wait, I
No,
have
we
a
have
Yeah.
Morgan out here doing
Even though
that.
I just said it. Shut up. You didn't hear me.
What, Nikki?
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Thank you for
Okay,
raising your
so-
hand.
Is it the most iconic or like the most practical? Is it both?
A
Like,
little
what
bit
do
of
you-
everything.
Yeah, it's what the iconicism and the practicalness of it both should factor into the ranking.
She's like sweating her list now.
It's
I have a list. Yeah.
you should.
All
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank
So
you for participating in the
for
show.
me, that number 3 is I think is obvious. It's pig.
One.
Well, we
Yeah.
guys say it at the same time.
Morgan already said it though.
Oh.
I did already say it.
But here,
What'd
Nikki,
you say?
you say it on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Pig.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job.
Hassan, you're there too?
Yeah, I have pig 3.
I kind of feel bad because I think it is top 3 still, which is great. Pigs, I do feel are a little disrespected in modern society, but good animal, good farm animal.
They give us so much.
They do.
They're making a comeback. People are all they talk about is how smart pigs are. Like they just really want you to know.
Yeah. Also,
But when I read-
pigs eat mud and like pee on each other. I don't think they're as smart as everyone thinks they are.
Yeah,
No.
like I kind of when I was reading about what they bring to a farm, gonna be honest, I didn't read much. Like it was like they are good for meat and they eat basic things, but
I mean, to be fair, it's more than just meat. They're like 3 of the top 5 meats.
yeah, oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
And like they're really they're really big in Hollywood.
And they are
Charlotte's Web.
Baby's
they're
iconic.
cute. When they're clean, they're very cute.
Yeah, they're really cute.
They also have the benefit of just being a regular pet. There's like some people that just have pigs.
Yeah, little pygmy pigs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're also one of the only animals on the list that will eat you.
Yeah.
Not on mine.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
It just-
didn't the pig also kill Robert Baratheon, starting the whole Game of Thrones series?
Is that true?
Yeah, he was on a boar hunt. That's how he died.
Oh,
After
Yeah.
Joffrey became king, and then everything started.
okay.
Yeah.
Then maybe they should move up.
Wait, but
I
Morgan,
think
I
they're good
kind of
with
want to hear what you have to say about pigs and what they do for the farm because I didn't get much. How benefit? You said there's very
I always think of like pigs as like a thing that you like. You get them like big and fat for a year, and then you slaughter them, and then you could live off that pig for like the next like 3-4 months. You know what I mean? Not only are you like getting so much protein and like meat from it, but it's also like so tasty.
Well,
I'm approaching this from like a fat, hungry person. So
a normal person could survive for a year off a pig. Morgan could do 2 or 3 months.
yeah, if you have a family of like 6, fuck you, man. Obviously, there's a family farm. I'm not living in the farm by myself. That's weird.
It's weird to have an imaginary family too. All right, so
If I'm on my imaginary farm,
pig's a good 3 then, and I think that's easy, and I don't think these are going to change,
I think this is pretty static up here.
but we'll see. We've been wrong before. All right, Nikki, then you lead the way because I think this is where it kind of goes all over the place. So what's your number 4?
Okay, there's an obvious number 4, but I don't always like to go with the obvious. I like to think deeper, and I'm going to go with sheep.
Okay.
I thought that was I have goat/sheep.
What?
Goats,
Why
are
would you
goats
put-
and sheep the same?
No, they're
No, they're
very
different.
different animals.
Oh, they're different.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, let me fix my list. So I'm gonna go with sheep 4 then.
Yeah, so for my number, I had sheep/turkey.
What?
I didn't think of a turkey.
I was just
What
kidding.
farm are you on?
I had sheep kind of lower down. I gave a little more credit to more common animals here.
That's why I'm saying the obvious. Like I
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
go obvious, but sheep's pretty
I
common.
also had sheep 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all
What
added
did
that
you-
4.
What did you? No, what did you have that for?
I had a dog at 4. I don't. Sheep are not common on a lot of farms, and most people who do sheep only have sheep.
No.
Yeah,
Not true.
sheep are very high maintenance, and you don't have a lot of sheep on like a farm with many animals. Whereas you can have pigs and cows.
Why are they so high maintenance?
They just require because you have to shave them all the time, and they're hard to milk if you want to do that.
But
They're very dumb and stubborn.
they're docile. They're docile animals.
Sure. So women are docile too. They're high maintenance.
Yeah, we'll bleed all over you once a month. So like, pick.
I just think dogs have like they're on every farm. They help the humans with chores and stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
I had dogs at 9, so I'm not opposed to
as,
like putting them on the list at all.
Yeah.
My mind, I had dogs on my list too, but a little lower. In my mind, like as a city boy, I just associated dogs and sheep together.
Yeah,
because of the sheep dog.
Was it Lassie?
Sure.
Yeah, and I know dogs do more things around the farm than obviously just sheep stuff, but that's why I put sheep ahead of it, because just like from an outside perspective, I put, as far as farm goes, I put dog and sheep together.
Okay.
I mean, in the hierarchy of like farm animals, if we put ourselves in the ecosystem of a farm, the dog probably has the top rank because it's definitely the human's most favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Dogs run of all the animals, dogs run the farm more than maybe cats, but more than any other animal.
If it was the end of the world, the dog, you can't drink their milk, you can't eat them, you can't shave them to keep you warm.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that to my best friend anyway.
But would you rather have food or feel loved?
Food.
I'll be honest. Feel loved, for sure.
If it's the end of the world, yeah, I don't care. I'll die. As long as I have my best
Yeah,
friend.
Die anyway. It's the end of the world. I might as well chill out with my dog who loves me. Yeah, what are we talking about? It's an easy one.
Sheep are really cute too. And also, I guess I'm like, a dog is pretty obvious, but that's like, that a dog can be on anything then. Like a dog's on any list, where I feel like a farm animal, if you're going to put 4 farm animals in a picture frame, a sheep will be there.
Because
I agree with that.
Yeah,
I do agree with that.
If you were to ask a random person, name your top 10 farm animals, I think they would say sheep before they were like, oh yeah, dogs are on a farm.
Yeah.
I think specific, because we're doing specifically farm animals, I think sheep would pop into people's head quicker than dog would. Sure, a dog has more utility on an actual farm, but in terms of like, I don't know, like a person on the street would think sheep had a dog.
Dogs lose points because of how common they are outside of farms.
It's true.
Right.
If dogs were only on farms, they would be the number 1 on this list.
That's very true.
I think so.
Yeah, I like that. If we're doing farm animals, let's do farm animals. So
I think sheep here is a good number 4.
I'm fine with sheep. Morgan?
Yeah, sheep. I had sheep at 4.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
also just learning that goats are different, so I'm looking that up.
I mean,
but yeah, I'm good with that. Goats are just like male version of sheep. I don't know why.
They look different. They don't grow as much. They don't have all the wool.
They have horns.
Yeah.
So, wait, what's a lamb?
The biggest thing is they have different names.
A lamb.
No, for sure. But so do like some you call them like was different than females. A bunch of.
A lamb's a baby sheep.
Yeah, and like
it's like you have okay. A lamb's a baby sheep
during yoga. Goats walk on you during yoga.
Yeah, that's a very good
point. It's a good point.
Goats climb mountains. All right, yeah, for sure.
So now that we're talking about it, anyways, I put goats here.
Yeah, I put goats here too, since I separated the two.
I think you gotta put goats here.
I had goats, but I also had horses. So I'm like okay with the goat thing because the goats eat weeds and that's important. But I guess when I think of like iconic and like impressive animals, if you have a horse, like you have a farm, you know.
I have horses directly after goats.
Yeah, I'd horse a little lower just because it is such a. That's only if you have a real farm or you're wealthy.
That's a privileged animal for sure.
They don't really serve much purpose on a farm unless you like live on a ranch and need to tend the land far away.
And you have to herd. They're used to like herd the sheep and goats and stuff like that. But I guess if there's no goats, there's nothing to herd, and you don't need a horse.
Yeah,
I have.
That's a visual you get. I'm with Nikki. You think of a bunch of deep outfield, and the guy like a cow, like or like a horseback, like riding around. Then there's always a stable at a farm. Usually, you think of that also. So horses, they definitely come into play.
I have goats in front of horses too, but I guess it's just to play devil's advocate in terms of culture. There's no, culturally there are horse girls, but I mean, there's no goat girls.
Yeah, you just don't talk about them because they don't look like the horse girls.
That's a goat girl, yeah. Well, horses also help move things if you're not strong enough. Like, I mean, now we have tractors and stuff, but like back in the day, horses were really essential to move stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Oh, cool. Our roommate's vacuuming. Sorry, I got distracted. I do want to say this though. Where I'm from, a lot of the horse girls were not farmers. They were girls whose parents could afford to board horses. So they would live at stables and had really nothing to do with farming, which is where most horses do live at stables, which isn't really a farm in my opinion.
That's good.
Like ranches and farms are different things too.
Yeah, I guess.
That's true.
Because I think if you, to make your point from earlier, if you ask someone to make 5 pictures of a farm animal, I think goat is on there before a horse.
Oh, I'd say horses first.
For farm?
No, I'm saying goat before horse. I put goat before horse.
Oh, interesting.
I did put goats before a horse because like if you have a goat, you do have a farm. Like, you know what I mean? Like more often than not, you do have a farm. If you have a horse, there's a very good chance you don't have a farm.
Yeah,
in LA, there's so many people with horses that don't have farms.
Yeah, the whole ranch idea is.
There's a lot of people with goats too.
I think there's more outside of farm horses than there are outside of farm goats.
Oh, way more.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
There's a goat that's on like Hollywood Boulevard some nights. Have you seen it before?
Yeah, but that's not a normal goat. That's a goat that's trying to.
No, I know. It's just wild.
Yes. We're talking about a single goat.
That's a homeless goat.
Yeah. It's just the one goat I ever see.
That's a goat that told the other goats on the farm, "I'm trying to make it in the city." And the other goats are like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, he's an outlier for sure.
Yeah.
It's like, no, come out. It's sick. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we put goat here.
Yeah.
I think we got to go here.
We can lock up goat.
This is a goat.
I'm willing to talk about horse, but I got something else I'd like to throw out instead of horse.
We're gonna be done in like 20 minutes.
Nice and quick.
Yeah.
I think the end's gonna get a little dicey. I got so I have horse at 6, but I'm willing to put this one above horse. Cat.
Okay. I think dog goes before cat.
Oh, we have dog yet?
No, dog isn't on the
dog
list yet.
lower.
I think we got to put dog here.
I agree.
Nikki, what do you have? What do you have at 6?
Options, but I'm looking over my list again. And since we haven't put horses, I'm going to throw this in there. A donkey.
Above cat and dog and horse?
Okay, here's why I think donkey. Because they can do the same thing. They can be trained like horses, and they also protect the sheep. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't know how. Definitely not a cat. Not as on board as a dog. But
You think a donkey is a more iconic farm animal than a dog or a cat? 2 animals that are on literally every farm?
I don't know if a cat's on every farm.
Yeah.
I think cats are on more farms than dogs because cats they kill the mice.
Oh.
And cats require almost zero maintenance.
Cats are the cleanup crew of a farm.
And they get along with every other animal.
Cats do? Okay.
Cats are on almost every farm. Yeah.
That's why I have cats ahead of dogs.
Yeah, the question is it cat or dog?
I think a dog beats a cat. Just in terms of helpfulness and utility, and I mean, if you're like to present your farm to someone, you'll show them the dog. You won't necessarily show them the cats.
For sure, but they know you have a bunch of cats. It's like so you go to you're going to see cats.
Sure, but you're not showing them off.
You're going to see a dog too. Yeah.
A dog will help you on the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cat just like does its job, which helps you by killing all the mice and shit.
Dog's the only farm animal you bring inside.
Yeah.
Dogs are a part.
Well, that's why we're saying
the
that's
way
like
cats aren't.
I think dog gets more because it's a dog. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
we all have like a
that's exactly
established
the
general
argument.
relationship with them. But yeah, no, it's relationship with them. But yeah, no, it's dog are great.
All right. Yeah,
I'm cool with dog here.
Okay.
Nikki, is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
You see, this doesn't
I didn't know
sound
you
like you're
hated
happy with
dogs
it at
so
all.
much.
So, what's your like
Aversion.
aversion to dog?
Thinking about when I was a kid and I would get like farm animal themed things. There was never a dog on it.
Yeah, it just wasn't presented. But there's a dog even in the spinny thing that Asan was talking about. There's a dog in that.
Oh, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
you just don't. It's just not as exciting to you because it's such a normal animal.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So when you put it in the context of a farm, you're like, I don't really care about this. But it is. I promise it's there.
No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I guess I'm just having some trouble being defeated. But you are right. This is my own issue I'll talk about in therapy later. It's fine.
We're a team though. We're not going against each other. We're a team. So whatever we write, you won.
I'm not used to this dynamic, guys. This is my first time on this, and our dynamic outside of this is normally against each other. So I'm like really having to learn how to transition. Okay, I'm getting there.
I think it's taking us all some time, but we're getting there.
We're getting there.
So then after dog, do we put cat or do we want to go somewhere else?
What about a duck?
Nikki,
I have duck on my list, but it's lower.
I feel like ducks just like show up. They're like, hey, you didn't ask for me to be here, but I'm gonna live here too.
I feel like most farms that have ducks though. They don't have like. A lot of people do raise ducks.
Yeah, because there's a lot of meat on them, eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the thing. I was like, I think it's worth seeing if this is. I think this is a spot where we start talking about ducks. I feel like most farms do have. I mean, like I said, most farms that I've been to, which is not many, do have ducks on them.
A lot, yeah. They are really cool animals too. They're way cooler than chickens.
I just don't know if I'm ready to put duck above. That's bad though. That kills, right?
Bread? No.
Yeah, I think you're not
Okay.
supposed to do that.
You think all those ducks that are in the ponds have died from bread?
I'm looking it up right now because I heard this recently, but I don't think you're supposed to feed them bread.
Maybe it's not like part of their natural diet. I don't think it kills them.
I think that's like more don't feed the wild animals.
I think that's more so the ducks don't become dependent on people for food. Not so much like, oh, it'll be bad for them.
Can you hum while you're searching?
I mean, I am cool with putting cat here, right? We still don't have a 7. I'm cool with the cat as a 7.
I think the two we got to talk about are cat and horse.
Yeah.
Because I do think horse should go around here too.
I forgot horse isn't in there. I vote horse over cat.
I have horse over cat
I would also
on my
be fine with
list.
horse.
I can be talked
I'd
into
also
cat
be
over
fine.
horse.
I'd put
I'd be fine with
cat
horse
above
over
horse
cat.
personally.
So why? Why is the cat above the horse?
I mean, it's kind of the argument I made already, but cats are on almost every farm. Horses are kind of a luxury and not really farm animals in a sense. They're animals that can be on farms, but most horses don't live on farms. If I were to guess, I'd say the majority of horses in America don't live on farms.
Yeah, you can say the same thing about cats.
Yeah.
No, because farms have like litters and litters and litters of cats. The cats that don't live on farms are 1 or 2 cats and some crazy lady's 13 cats. But
Bro, there's cat. How many people do you know with cats?
a lot, and a lot of those people live on farms and have an insane amount of cats. My dad's, when we had a farm, we had like in my lifetime hundreds of different cats. Hundreds.
Okay, but
I would say this in an argument for cats, right? It's like, sure, maybe most cats in the world aren't on farms, but most farms have cats.
yeah, I agree with that. I just think you can't say most of the cats are on farms.
I'm traveling. Maybe it's
Probably like 10 million
Canada,
cats in Los Angeles.
But whenever I was going up north, I would always see tons of horses. That'd be the animals I saw the most on the pastures. Just horses everywhere I went.
Yeah.
And then we'd run over the cat.
I mean, it's kind kind of the same argument for dog, where it's like they do exist so much outside of farms that it's like they kind of lose a little credit. I mean, I'm fine with either. I'm not really like strong on either one being above the other.
I think three of us here have horses over cats though, because I have horses over
I'm
cats.
strong about a horse over a cat. Yeah.
All right, horse at 7.
Yeah.
I got one we haven't brought up yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do we feel about mice?
Not a farm animal.
They are a farm.
There's mice on every single farm.
Yeah, there's also squirrels on every farm. There's also owls on a lot of farms. Like it's not a farm.
Yeah, but you
animal.
associate mice with because of the cat connection. It's like the cats are there to kill the mice.
There. I do agree because Five goes west. Like they are a
Yeah,
mouse.
dude.
Yeah, but they showed up there. Like they're squatters.
Don't disrespect mice.
Yeah, they're a pest though. They're not a farm animal. That's disrespectful to farm animals.
You definitely don't. The reason why you have the cat is because you don't want the mice.
Yeah.
I know, but the mice are there. What I'm saying is they're a part of the ecosystem.
That's like putting weeds
And
on
like
the top 10
public.
flowers.
That means we have to. That means we also then would have to consider flies and mosquitoes and like all the like flies. We'd have to consider them.
Squirrels.
Because they're everywhere on a farm.
I had spiders out of it
Okay, someone just read Charlotte's
just
Web.
because of Charlotte's Web. Yeah, you got to give it a nod.
It's not a farm animal, bro.
Okay, but it's something I associate with the farm. I'm thinking of a barn. I'm thinking of the spider web in the corner.
Yeah. I mean, I
understand.
don't think mice deserve to be on the list.
They don't do anything.
Yeah.
Okay, just throwing it out there.
I do have a real one that I think we should talk about is rabbits.
I have that as well.
I had rabbit at 8.
The problem with the good thing about rabbits is they will eat like all your shrubs and stuff they're gonna throw out. But the problem is if they get loose, they'll eat all your carrot. They'll eat everything.
Yeah.
But they also produce a lot of babies quickly.
So most, at least in my experience, most farms keep their rabbits caged.
Yeah.
They're not loose animals. So they.
Yeah, but so if they figure out how to get out.
Yeah, they do fuck a lot.
Yeah, they fuck a lot.
Yeah, a lot of women call me the rabbit of comedy.
It's probably the way that you fuck, not like that you're fucking a lot.
Oh, I hump them and I'm very fluffy.
and you last like 5 seconds. I think that's the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't funny anymore.
You keep bushes.
I think that they, in terms of like farm animals, they, I would put them here. What do you guys think?
They didn't make my list, but you guys made like a decent argument. I just didn't know there were that many rabbits on farms because I think of bunnies. I think of like Easter or like a bunny in the wild just like appearing. Like I didn't know they just like kept on cages and farms.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people raise them for meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we never did. We always raised them just to have them because they're adorable and fun to play with and easy.
And they're kind of like garbage disposals.
Really easy to take care of.
For the kids.
I had donkey in front of
Me too.
rabbit.
You know what? I also had one.
Or like, I was gonna say donkey/mule.
I don't think donkeys are that common. I wonder what the
They might
numbers
not
are.
be, but they're iconic. I don't think of them anywhere else though, besides like farms or like ranches or that type of thing.
I always associate donkeys with Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
he was a jackass. I'm just kidding. Because he rode one into Jerusalem. It's like an iconic picture is him riding a donkey.
Donkeys on
No.
farms.
Huh?
I've seen donkeys on farms.
Yeah, for sure they exist. I'm just saying I don't think they're that common.
Well, the thing for like donkeys and horses that hurts them is like after like the pickup truck was invented, you didn't really need them that much anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you
And-
just haul shit yourself.
Tractors and
Yeah.
tools in general. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the thing was, I did read about llamas, and not that that's a common farm animal, but that's a sick farm animal to have.
I had that-
Llamas.
What'd
I
you
had
call
that as my
them?
number. I had that as my number 12.
You said llama?
I said a llama.
I had a 12 too.
Oh.
Yeah, I like llamas.
Goat. Well,
Llama
then
was a great answer.
I was just gonna say because they're known for like really protecting the farm and animals, but then donkeys they say they can do the same sort of thing, maybe not as aggressively. So I was like, oh, that seems like a perk.
But
But
llama's purpose is their wool. That's why they're on farms. Donkeys don't have wool.
That's true.
Alpacas too.
Same thing.
Are they?
Alpacas feel like llamas.
They're the same family.
Oh, but goats and sheep are different, huh?
Way different. Yes.
You're
not gonna win that argument.
It feels like the same thing that you're saying right now.
They even look different.
Let's put llamas as the first one on the honorable mentions then, if we all kind of had them.
Okay.
Yeah.
They deserve it.
So, I feel like Morgan, goats and sheep are like COVID and the flu, similar but different, and then llamas and alpacas are like COVID and the Delta variant. You know what I mean? Like
It's just a type
same
of
family, just different. Yeah.
So where do we stand with all these with cat? We didn't put cat down yet, right? Cat.
No, cat's
Yeah, those are the same thing.
Cat's down. All we're missing right now is 9 and 10, and it's kind of between, I would say, donkeys, rabbits. We still have ducks, and then
I think there's an argument for ducks to be in here.
And then I also have turkey on my list.
Turkey's interesting.
And yeah, I guess turkeys are from animal, but I just think of those as like a thing caught in the wild. I don't know why.
So when I went
Maybe
to
it's
camp, we did have wild turkeys on our island.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it's like the bourbon too, because it's called wild turkey.
We raised turkeys on my farm. Like I knew domesticated turkeys before I knew wild turkeys.
Interesting.
And I knew wild turkeys before I knew domesticated.
Right.
Yeah, because like there's a bunch of turkeys that just live around my parents' place, so that's why I just assumed, associated with turkeys.
Sure.
Just sort of out and about, gobbling and stuff. you know.
A duck is nicer than a turkey. Like I would be like, oh, look at that peaceful duck on your farm.
Turkeys are mean. Turkeys are mean animals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For me, duck is really high just because of Babe. You know, I mean, that's a lot. That's the first thing I thought of when I thought of farm animal. I was like, what plays a big role in Babe? And the duck plays a pretty big role in Babe.
Yeah, I like ducks. I'll put them anywhere on this list.
Also, one time I went to a farm and saw a duck get killed the halal way, so that was a lot. Oh, I mean, I think that's how you're supposed to kill duck anyway, with like the slitting of the throat and stuff. So that's like seared into my mind as part of a farm animal.
Good Lord.
Does anyone else have trauma related to any of these?
Yeah.
I mean,
it was really wild.
When my dad would slaughter chickens and stuff, I used to go cry in my bedroom. Devastating.
Nikki had a very silent breakdown to that.
Yeah, I'd go cry and then he'd bring them inside, and cook them in, and I'd eat them.
I got a trauma one. So let's say it's like 1720.
How long
right?
is it going to take?
And you're like in Virginia and you use a farm. Would you not say your best farm animal was your slave?
Okay.
No? Okay.
I'll move that to number 1 for you, Morgan.
I think honorable mention.
Let's really get some engagements with this list.
You know what's funny? On my honorable mention, I had humans just because I was thinking about farmers. I did not even come close to thinking of the slave angle, which kind of makes me want to move it down, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if we should put that anywhere on the list.
Yeah.
We'll put humans/slaves. I think we can put it at 10.
I still think maybe that's something we could leave off.
Yeah. I think that it's pretty arrogant of us to even put humans or slaves.
You could definitely put humans. It's your fault.
Yeah, humans.
You put all this shit together.
I think humans have an argument. It's the fact that they run the farm. It's their farm hands.
It is.
I don't think human is not necessarily precluded out of this.
It is farm animals.
Yeah, it's animals.
Not farm
humans
not things that help on a farm.
Not farm things.
But I mean, humans
an animal.
Are we not animals?
No, we're human.
No, we're animals.
That's arrogant. We're definitely animals.
I consider myself a human.
Yeah, I'm a human.
And I think animals are different.
Because I could say
what?
Good on the farm. Like we're sticking animals, not insects, not humans.
A human, an insect is different because
I would
an
include
insect is
insects
on
on
a
this
farm,
list.
but a human is like very much a big part of the ecosystem of a farm. It does not exist without the human. In general, like agriculture itself, to have a farm, the basic building block you need is a human being.
Right. And then when the human is all settled in, he can go get some animals.
We can get some other animals.
I mean, we're not animals.
Some other animals. Are we not animals? I think
we evolved. From
I think that's my biggest argument. We're 100% animals.
We are not.
We are mammals.
Animals.
Those are animals.
No, we have.
We're mammals. Those are animals. A mammal is an animal, huh?
I'm 100% okay if humans don't make this list, obviously, but the fact that you're saying humans aren't animals, I think that is a hot take.
Why would we call ourselves humans if we're the same?
Because that's just our animal name. We're the.
Yeah, that's like saying why call them cats? They're animals. Why give them their own special name?
Yeah,
No, human being is the name of what our animal is. Just because we have like the ability to express that doesn't make us not animals. We just have animals who know how to express themselves.
I mean, and then if with that argument, then humans should be number one, though.
I'm here for it.
That obnoxious thing is to put a human as the #1 farm animal. I will not.
Honestly, I hate to do it. I hate to give it to us, but I think we've come to the point where we just have to say we're not on the list.
No, I mean, I don't think we didn't necessarily have to put them as #1. I think when people think farm animals, they're still going to think cow, chicken. They're going to put all that in front of human. I'm saying I'm okay with human being off the top 10. To not call us animals, though, is ridiculous. And I think human should at least be honorable mention. At least.
The word, it has to say farmer, then.
Why?
Oh, because
it could say human.
It could be farm hand. It could say human.
Or farmette.
Yeah.
Farmex.
Farmette. Farmarina.
Farmarina.
But yeah, I mean, I just think to say humans aren't animals is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that we're not animal. Like we don't. We all have the same sort of like living, breathing organisms. But I'm just saying,
what makes us not? What makes us not animals? Besides the fact that you don't want to call yourself an animal.
We're not furry.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
We just call our for hair.
Look at the four of us right now.
Weird first argument.
Yeah.
We don't reproduce. Oh wait.
Yeah.
We don't have milk glands.
The only arguments for not calling us animals is that we want to feel better than a cow or whatever.
But we are better than
we're animals.
It's not about wanting to feel that we are. We have established ourselves as better than animals.
We're top of the food chain for sure, but the food chain consists of all the animals on the food chain.
We invented the food chain.
What's not on the food chain? Yeah,
we're the only ones who know what a food chain is.
The food chain always existed. We just were the ones that gave it the name.
We decided what it was. Animals eat other animals. They don't refer to it as a food chain. They don't give a fuck. Right, they don't know.
Yeah, but you know who's on top of. They know who's like the bigger predator. Like they're aware.
They know who's their predator.
It's nature. It's happening. It's nature. It's happening. We just gave it a name.
The chain exists. It's not like if we didn't call it a food chain, all of a sudden salmon would be eating bears. The chain exists.
I understand
it's just that we're there to classify it.
100%. But we named it the United States of America. Without it, it still exists, but it's not the United States of America.
Right.
The food chain.
It's still a landmass.
The thing called the food chain doesn't exist. They don't make little diagrams of who eats who and study it and shit.
No, but I think they naturally kind of just know it.
So then at what point do beings cross above animal status? Are chimps not animals because they can use tools?
Chimps are animals? No,
are
there's only one thing
animals?
that aren't animals, and it's humans. We're better than animals.
No, we're the best animals.
We're better than animals, bro. We control animals.
No, we're the best animal.
That's like saying so whatever the top animal would be, regardless, isn't an animal at any point. It's like dinosaurs weren't animals.
When humans didn't exist, it was all animals.
Makes no sense. That just because you're the top, you're the best doesn't make you not.
That's not what I'm saying, though. I'm not
Tom
saying just
Brady's not a football player.
That's not what I'm saying, though, Hassan. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying we evolved out of being animals to the point where we can be human beings.
No,
I mean, I very much disagree with that.
What other
That's
animal can
not-
do math? What other animal wears clothes? Nobody
Elephants, chimpanzees.
can do math.
Crows can do.
Yes, they can do math.
Close?
Okay, they can.
Crows-
They can. We can
crows are
train
crazy
them.
smart.
Maybe if you go ask elephant what 2 + 2 is, he's gonna somehow tell you 4.
Bro, if a dolphin's swimming in the ocean and sees a bunch of sharks, you don't think he notices that it's 5 sharks compared to 2 sharks?
No, I think he goes, I'm outnumbered. I gotta run. I don't think he goes 1, 2 + 1 is 3 + 1 is 4.
Yeah, but just the simple fact that he can be like, I'm outnumbered, it's math. He understands like
seeing
quantities.
things is not math, bro. Seeing how many of something is not math.
I know I'm saying the next step to recognize it and be able
Yeah.
to make those snaps as
To
math.
ev-
Whether you
to
want
ev-
to credit it as math or not.
To evolve above that makes you better than an animal.
No, the reason why we're able to do that is because our brain is just like more developed than the other animals.
Yes.
It's not like it.
I
Right,
agree.
but but that's hardware that's in every animal. It's not like we have
Obviously
this extra
not.
thing that no other. It's not like we have an extra thing that no other animal has.
Obviously we do. What are you talking about?
No,
Yes,
we
we do.
That's all in our brain. We have better brains than everyone. But just because we
Okay.
have a better processor doesn't mean we're not an animal.
Yeah, it means we evolved above it. Animals
Just an evolved
animals are a
animal.
different thing. They're less than us. When someone says animal, I don't go, oh, a human and a cow and a monkey. I go, oh, a cow and a monkey, and I'm a human and I'm better than a cow and a monkey.
We're not at the zoo, caged up.
But we were very recently. There used to be
Whose
there
side
used
was
to be
that
black
argument
people
for?
in zoos all yeah, there used to be black people in zoos in America up to like the 1920s. What are you talking
I'm very
about?
confused by that.
Yeah.
yeah.
They evolved.
Look, at the end of the day, I don't think humans should be on this list, but I do think this is something that I would like to take to like.
I think it's wild to say that humans aren't animals.
We're better than
Yeah, I
them,
think it's a
bro. We're just
wild
better
take.
than them.
I think it's a wild take.
I think we evolved from animals.
Regardless.
That's some
I think
Midwestern Christian high school bullshit.
Yeah.
Call whatever you want it to call it. Maybe you guys are still animals and I'm evolved above you. Maybe I'm just the only smart one that's on this fucking show.
Sure.
You ever think of that?
Regardless, I think
Yeah.
ducks should be.
No, we
I think
never
ducks
thought
should
of
be
I'm
9. I do think ducks should be 9. That's the whole overall point. I think I'm trying to make.
I think ducks
I
should
think
be
ducks
9.
should.
I'm okay with ducks at 9. After
mean-
that, I'm pretty, yeah.
The funny thing too is human has been on the list during that whole argument.
What do you mean?
I put it on honorable mentions before we started arguing about it.
Oh, that's really funny.
It was already there. Also, Nikki, you talk
Oh,
about wanting
God.
to argue and go against each other, and then when we do, you just sat very quietly.
Because I
Bro,
was
she
really
looked so
trying to think
scared.
about it. I was trying to think about it, and I was like, I heard both sides, and I still wanted to argue with you against them, but I also was like, yeah, I guess I do consider myself an animal. And then I was like, no, but if I was like for farm animals, no way. So I just really was contemplating both sides and listening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys ever get in arguments where in the middle of it, you're like, this isn't the side I wanted to be on. But sometimes you just gotta,
Yeah.
you gotta stick to your guns and see if you can fight it out. And usually
Yeah,
you
no.
don't, but
it's. I feel like it's better to be wrong and press the gas pedal than change your mind.
Yeah,
No, absolutely.
for
I get
sure.
that. Yeah, I get
we don't.
that.
We
Oh,
don't-
no,
we
I
don't
feel it's so
fucking
much better to
back down.
change your mind. So I think it's so, you feel so much relief when you change your mind, when you're just like, oh man, I'm saying something dumb. This isn't what I want it to
Yeah,
be.
obviously in
Oh,
that
I could
argument,
stop this right now.
obviously in that argument,
all
I'm
about
wrong.
winning.
But I wanted to try to
Huh?
get out of it. I thought we could maybe
Yeah.
For sure.
figure something out. You know?
Yeah.
Test your skills. If
It's
I
so-
was better than an animal, I could have gotten out of that argument.
It's so funny too, because you'll get to that point too. And I'm like, damn, I know he's smarter than this, but like, he's doing a really good job presenting this side.
Just a fun
Doesn't
game.
you
You know?
can't believe this though? Yeah.
Just a fun game.
Sometimes all you need to win an argument is belief.
Yeah.
That's all you really need. That's all you really
I
need.
stopped
You can just
believing
black
in
out, forget what
that.
you're arguing for a second, and just commit.
You just got to gaslight yourself.
But I got like, why did I think that? And then I just felt high.
Yeah, that's fair.
I did. I was like having like a moment, and I just was taking it all in, and I was like, I can't right now. I need to really think about this.
Yeah.
Where did this thought come from? Why did I produce this thought? I did a whole thing.
Nikki's having an existential crisis where we're
I
yelling at each
really
other.
did. I couldn't speak. I just kept staring off and thinking. I was looking at the sky. A lot was happening.
Yeah, I mean, we got one spot left unless we can knock one of these off, but we do have a couple animals that were brought up that aren't on the list. So
Donkeys.
What do we have? What do we have left? We have donkeys.
we have
rabbits.
donkeys, rabbits, and turkeys. I don't think turkeys is going to make it based on what you guys were saying.
Turkey.
I think even though originally I had donkeys over rabbits on my list, I think like, rabbits have stood the test of time, whereas donkeys, I think, as things get more modern, they become a little more useless on the farm. And I think I would put rabbits above donkeys. I would put rabbits as 10.
Donkeys are like quite exotic. Like donkeys do fit in. Like if I see a picture of a donkey, I'm not going, "Oh, that's a farm animal." I think of like Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sort of the religious sort of biblical stuff.
I'm kind of with Hassan on this, where I feel like rabbits have kind of lasted longer and they exist more on farms these days than donkeys do.
I had donkey at my original time. I'm totally okay with rabbit.
But here's my only thing. Like, if I went to a farm and it was just a bunch of small animals, I'd be like, it's a half-ass farm. But if there was a donkey there, I'd be like, oh, it's a farm.
That's disrespectful to small animals, but
I'll stand by Nikki in this sense. Rabbits do give me more of like a petting zoo feel than like a farm.
Yeah.
Sure, but wait till you go to somebody's barn and you walk in and it's a line of cages with just soulless rabbits.
That's scary. I don't like that.
Cool.
Reminds me of us.
I kind of feel that way about a donkey, where I don't like. I can't remember the last time I went to somebody's house and they had a donkey. But I feel like every petting zoo I go to has a donkey.
I went to a place in Ojai and they had donkeys that like came up to the window in the morning. We're like, "Hey, what's up?"
I mean, I do like donkeys. I personally I would put rabbits at 10.
I feel like we give the nod to donkeys just because rabbits have their own holiday already. Let's donkeys some love. Yeah, Easter.
Oh,
Bunnies, rabbits. They have like a whole thing they're already associated with. Let's throw donkeys some love.
So do donkeys, though.
No, they don't.
What?
Yeah.
I guess you have the Bible and all that
March
shit.
31st.
Also,
Not funny.
National Jackass Day. That's Morgan's birthday. Sorry.
That's not funny.
I was trying to make a joke.
Very rude. Very rude.
I was trying to think of like what a funny President's Day, maybe. Would that be funny? Can we take it again and I'll say President's Day?
Yeah.
Hey, donkeys already have their own holiday. Yeah.
Donkeys
What holiday?
President's Day. Those fucking jackasses.
We're roasting them, dude.
Clip it. Put it on
Got
TikTok.
him.
Okay, thank you all very much for actually laughing.
Okay.
What if I edit in a laugh track underneath that too? That'd be good.
That'd be really funny. I mean, I'm fine with either donkeys or rabbits. Well, like, how are we feeling? This is gonna close out this. Whatever doesn't end up on the list is definitely gonna end up on the honorable mention.
Yeah.
My visual seeing rabbits. I'm seeing rabbits in my visual field.
Trust your gut.
Yeah, I have rabbits too.
I have rabbits too.
My gut says rabbits.
Rabbits is fine.
Plus,
I want spiders on honorable mentions though.
Looney Tunes. So
Okay, we could put. I'm fine with putting spider in honorable mention if you put brackets Charlotte.
what if we just write Charlotte and not spiders?
Charlotte,
Spider
either way,
Charlotte.
I'm good.
Yeah. What was the pig's name? Wilbur. That was the pig's name.
Oh, we didn't put pigs on the
Wilbur.
list.
Yeah, we did.
I was just
Pigs are
kidding. I
3.
want to see if anyone fell for it. Charlotte. All right. Charlotte's such a beautiful name.
It really is.
Spider.
Charlotte.
Until you need a bad Charlotte, and then it's not.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just
You know a
don't.
bad Charlotte?
I know a bad Charlotte, yeah.
Ooh.
Charlottesville.
What's her at?
That's
Call her out right now. What'd she do?
She was my camper, and she always talked like this. And I have some mustard. We wanted her to go to the boys' camp. We're like, go see the boys across the lake. She was like, I don't. Oh. She's the worst.
Sounds hot.
Counterpoint. Good Charlotte is a band. So
Good Charlotte.
That's a counterpoint.
Yep.
Yeah.
Probably listening to Nikki right now, be like, "What a bitch!
Yeah.
Should we rank Good
Can't
Charlotte
believe
on the
she would make fun of me." 25 years later.
What else did we forget that we need to put on honorable mentions? Turkey, I'll throw on there.
Llamas.
Llamas.
Llamas
Right now,
number one.
it's llamas, humans, spiders, and turkeys.
What about did the cat get on?
Well, donkey. Donkey
Oh,
should
donkey,
be on
of
that.
course.
Donkey should.
Yeah, donkey for sure. Donkey for sure.
Forgot
Yeah.
about it. I'm putting that number
Was the
one.
cat on the list?
No, it didn't make the list.
Ducks and rabbits beat donkey.
Yeah. So the list right now is number 1 cow, 2 chicken, 3 pig, 4 sheep, 5 goat, 6 dog, 7 horse, 8 cat, 9 duck, 10 rabbit.
I like it.
Pretty good list.
I like it. Pretty good list.
Yeah,
Pretty good
I
list.
saw pictures of all those things. It would look nice.
Pretty agreeable this episode.
Yeah, this episode. Well, I mean, I don't think any of us differed in our top 3, and it just
No.
we differed on. Honestly, we only differed on how we placed cow and chicken. Pig was a unanimous 3.
Yep.
You don't remember how we differed on humans?
Yeah, but that
But
I mean,
I don't.
that was
like,
about something else.
Yeah, that's true. Even in my arguments for humans, I would never say they deserve to be number 1 on the list of top 10 farm animals.
Yeah.
It's definitely cow, chicken, pig.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cow, chicken, pig. Yeah, for sure. The stars of the show.
Yeah, that's such a strong 3.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like it would take a lot for one of these other animals to even come close to
Yeah.
being in the conversation.
It's the 3 tastiest animals. It's just you're not beating those.
That's true.
Shrimp.
Yeah.
They give us the most food. Like,
So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the farm is about food, right? Like,
Yeah.
Number 1 thing it's about is food, and those
For
are
some
the 3
people.
big food producers.
I would say for some people it's about food. For others, it's about friendship. It's about having someone to hang out with when you go to your dad's and there's no neighbors, and you're not
Someone who was
and you're not sure if he
a
loves you or
kid,
not.
you have
and-
any friends?
But yeah, for the most part, I think it's food. For the most part, I think it's food.
yeah, but food. Definitely food.
Cool. Well, that's it. Top 10 farm animals.
Cool.
Nikki, you
That
want to
was
plug
a
your
fun episode.
your stuff?
Okay.
I'm not talking about your butt.
Oh. Good. Good one. You learned that from your rooster friend?
Your okay, watch your mouth. Your Instagram handle is on the Twitch stream at Nikki Bond.
Okay. I have a podcast teaching my dad how to be a father called Whoa Dad. You guys should have him on this.
He would actually be good. We could do top 10 bird villains.
Others, we could do top 10 fathers.
Top 10 fathers.
top 10 Kung Fu Panda villains. Top 10 fathers.
That's so funny. Yeah, we'll have Bobby on.
Oh, he'd be the best.
Get some cross promotion.
Yeah, YouTube, Nikki Bond. I think that's it.
Cool.
Cool.
That's it. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. We don't have a topic yet, but we'll have one. It'll be good.
Sounds promising.
Okay, see you guys.
Bye.
All right.